Hi, this is Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the gentle yoga practice. This week we're working with the theme of peace. So I will be taking you through an opening where we get centered and we tune into breath, and I recite the inspirational quotes on peace. And then I weave it into a gentle yoga practice. And if this is something you really like, please subscribe. I do these every week. So we'll go ahead and get started just by tuning into how you're sitting. So find a comfortable either cross-legged position or legs out in front, somewhere where you feel like you could be sitting way up. So focusing now on how you're sitting. All the muscles that you're sitting on, tune into them and engage them for support. So engaging those muscles that you're sitting on, pelvic floor, we call that Mula Bandha or root lock. Mula means root, Bandha means lock. And then above that, below the belly button, draw the belly in and up. And it gives you an energy of flying upward. We call that Uddiyana Bandha, and it means flying upward. And then at the top of the spine, draw the chin down. We call that Jalandhara Bandha or chin lock, and it seals in the energy of the bandhas. And now that you're supported with the bandhas from the inside, we can release the hands and begin to focus on the breath. So as you inhale, you can visualize how the rib cage expands. And then as you exhale, you can visualize how the ribcage relaxes and comes closer together. Inhale, you feel the expansion, and exhale, you feel the relaxation. And one more, inhale, breathing fully, and exhale, let the ribs fall together. Let's take the hands together in prayer position where we will vibrate an Om together, and then I'll recite the quotes on peace. Inhale. Peace is the result of retraining your mind to process life as it is, rather than as you think it should be. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. Worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. Peace. So no matter what state you come to your mat on every day, whether you're worried or anxious, or just by tuning into the breath, the inward focus, and the movement, we can find maybe a state of peace. And every practice brings something new when we stay connected to it. So let's go ahead and start to move a little. So adjust yourself if you need to, but we're going to take the hands behind the head and just sit way up. So just feeling for a moment a sense of a back bend and how that brings you to a state of openness, and it's energetic as you back bend. And then exhale, let's go ahead and round the spine and draw the belly in, and you feel a stretch in your back body. And then inhale, lift back up again. And one more time to exhale, pull the belly in and round the spine. And now inhale, lift way up. And then let's go ahead and we'll take a nice side stretch. So inhale here, exhale, a side stretch to the right. And then inhale, rise up, and we'll take a side stretch to the left. Inhale, rise up. One more time to the right. This time, let's go ahead and take the right hand down. And then you can bend the right elbow and see if you can pull that elbow towards you and your right shoulder away from your right ear. Come closer to the floor. Feel a bigger stretch on the left side, and then rise up. And then we're going to do that again. Pull down. This time we'll add the arm. Reach the arm and maybe take your gaze down and then rise up. And one more time. Pull down and rise up. And this time we'll stay. Pull down. And then from here I'm going to change the gaze straight ahead and then up. And I'm really reaching now, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. I'm reaching with the left fingertips and reaching down through the left hips. And then inhale, rise up. We'll take both hands again. Inhale, lift up. Side bend. Let's go ahead and take the hand down. And from here, I'm going to pull that left elbow down and rise up. And then I'm going to pull down, reach the arm, and look down. And I'm really pulling the shoulder away from the ear, and then I rise up. And then I do it again, and then rise up. And this time I go over again, and I'm pulling that left shoulder away from the left ear, and I'm going to change my gaze, turning, reaching, and now I'm reaching through the right fingertips and reaching down through the left butt as I reach. Nice side stretch. And inhale, rise up. Now we'll do both arms. Inhale, reach up, and move with your breath. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale, big breath in. And exhale, reaching out. Now we're going to make our way to all fours. So we're going to slowly turn and come to all fours. And then let's just come to some cat-cows. So exhale, round the spine. And really pull the belly in. We're stretching the spine. And then inhale, come forward, lead with the heart. And again, exhale, rounding the spine. I'm dropping my chin towards my chest, getting a nice stretch. Inhale, lengthening. I'm gazing down the nose and lifting the sternum. One more time. Exhale, round. Inhale, come forward. And now let's make our way to neutral spine. I'm going to go ahead and use the blocks here. I always practice with a set of blocks and a little towel, but you could use a yoga belt or an exercise band or nothing, whatever works best for your body. Let's come to neutral here. And from here, we're going to make our way back to downward facing dog. The blocks really help assist in downward facing dog if your hamstrings are tight. And let's start here by bending the knees for a moment and try to get your chest close to your legs. Really roll the shoulders away from your ears and then try to gently straighten the legs. Do that again. Bend the knees. See if you can get your chest closer to your legs as you breathe. Keeping the belly in. That Uddiyana Bandha as best you can. Belly in. And reach. Now let's slowly walk up. Walking up. You could keep your feet wide if you needed to, just coming all the way up to the front. And once you're there, just let your body hang. Even if you have to bend the knees, we're just hanging out here. Let the neck be free. Now we're going to slowly articulate up through the spine. So visualize your tail curling under and you're stacking your spine one vertebra at a time, but you're pulling your belly in for support, coming all the way up to standing. Once you get up, you roll the shoulders down and wide. Let the head arrive on the spine. And we'll step together for Samasthiti. You can have your feet hip width and just pause for a moment. So we find this place of peace. And notice for a moment, do you have a tendency to anteriorly tilt your pelvis, or in other words, kind of stick your butt out a little bit? Or is your tendency maybe to posteriorly tilt, your pelvis goes back? And find a nice neutral. So pubic bone, belly button, hips, all on the same plane. And then see if you can find a peaceful place here. And pause for a moment. And then from here, we're going to do a nice roll down. So just dropping the head, you maintain that neutral, right? Pull the belly way in, and we're rounding down. Rounding the spine, going all the way down as far as you can. Maybe grab your elbows, pause, straight legs as best you can, and then we'll come back up again. Rounding the spine, pulling the belly in, supporting, coming all the way up, shoulders down and wide, and then the head arrives. One more time. Drawing the head down, the chin down, pull the belly in, coming all the way down. Pause, draw your chin to the chest, and slowly coming up, all the way up. On the next one, we're going to hold. So inhale here, Exhale, draw the chin down, rounding the spine, coming all the way down. Try to straighten your legs and see if you can pull the elbows closer to the floor. Straighten the legs. Even if your butt goes back a little bit, that's okay. Just relax the neck. Breathing, now draw the chin in and see where you go. And then now from here, we're going to curl up. You can release. Coming all the way up. And the shoulders roll down and back on your spine. And then from here, let's go ahead and we're going to step out nice and wide. We're going to do Prasarita padottanasana. So from here, inhale. We're not going to round the spine. We're going to come straight. So hinging at your hips, coming forward. If you wanted to, and if this was hard for you, you could use a block here, but we're going to try to reach forward. And it's okay if your hips go back a little, just try to reach forward. Maybe your hands could be on the floor, or maybe you're even higher, right? And just now let your spine be flat. It almost feels like a back bend here. Reach, reach, reach. You can really get those arms lengthening. And then start to walk your right hand. So it's like, it's right under your face. You can see that hand right there. And then from there, we're going to take a gentle twist to the left. Turn. So try not to turn your hips very much. Just turn your right ribs to the left, maybe gazing up towards your hand, and then come back. And we'll go the other way. So the hand is right down in front of me, and then I just take a gentle twist. Reaching, trying to keep my legs straight as best as I can. And then coming back. And then from here, lengthen again. Take the hands on the waist and rise up. And now we'll try to, as best we can, step up to the front. So now we're going to come into a sun breath. So we're going to step the feet about hip width. Make sure your spine is neutral again, and then we'll come into a forward bend. So you fold right at the hip sockets, right here. The spine's not rounded. And you lengthen. Maybe you can take your hands here and lengthen as much as you can. And then from here, fold in. And just take it as best you can. Again, dropping the chin, so we're stretching the back body. Now we take the hands down and lengthen the spine. We're going to step back to down dog again and just breathe. Notice how it feels now. Inhale and exhale. Now we'll come down to the knees, and I'm going to take the feet together, knees apart. I'm going to use the blocks for child's pose, but that's up to you. Just, it feels nice lengthening on the side body here. And then just reaching my butt back and my arms forward, belly in. Breathe into the back body, inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, I'm going to rise up, and now I'm going to use the blocks here for Virasana, hero's pose. I like to take my thumb and gently create space behind my knees, and then I come back and I sit on the blocks. Some people don't need blocks. Just do what feels good in your body. My knees need a little space. Let's breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Virasana is nice because it's easier to get that length in the low back. Let's just sit Yana Mudra, which it represents knowledge. Index finger and thumb bring your intuition and inspiration together. And just sit there for a moment and be in that peace of inspiration, intuition coming together. And breathe. And just see if you can be peace. And now we're going to come into a nice upper body back bend. So, but stay in that center. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. And from here, lift up and lift the sternum and just go where it feels good in your body. Inhale, I'm gazing down the nose. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale to rise up, taking the hands together in prayer position. Pause. And then we're going to go ahead and come out. So just come back up to the knees. I'll move the blocks back. And come to the side. And find my way to seated. So legs out in front. And from here, just go ahead and keep the knees bent for a moment. What does it feel like to just curl your spine as you pull the belly in, pull back, and then sit up? And we'll do that again. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly in as you go back. And then sit up. And one more time, exhale. This time, let's make our way all the way down. So start to curl your spine. You could hold on, you could put your hands down. We're coming all the way down. And then from here, let's go ahead and reach the arms up over the head. Bend the knees. See if you can prevent your ribs from poking out too much. And then take your knees out, your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, and just stay here and breathe. Inhale. Make sure you want to try and find more neutral here. So just make sure you're finding that, right? And even if your knees are way up here, just maybe you could rock gently back and forth and just see how that feels. And then maybe after a while you find a place where you can just stay. Maybe you want to have your arms out to the side. That's okay. And just breathe here. Notice what's going on. Can you release with your breath? Find peace. And then we'll go ahead and let the legs come closer together. Let's go ahead and take the hands by the sides. Take a breath in and exhale. Start to curl your pelvis up into a bridge. So now you feel the muscles under the butt working. Maybe you feel a nice stretch in the hip flexors here. Lift up as high as you can. Just notice what's going on. Make sure your neck is right in the center so that it's lengthening. Lift up as high as you can. And then let's go ahead and reach the arms over the head. And try to articulate down. So curl your spine down. It's a nice stretch. Curl all the way down. And then let the hands come down. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. And slowly pulling in. Inhale. We're trying to open that knee. If you have to stay here, that's fine. Just do what you can. But don't have stress in your neck and shoulders. That takes away the peace. So breathe, pull in, moving with breath. I'm opening this knee as best I can. And then come down. Now we'll come into the twist. So let your right foot come down to the floor. Turn the left ribs to the right, gazing over the right shoulder. Just breathe here, inhale. And exhale, finding ease in every breath. One more breath. And then inhale, letting the legs come up. Let's go the other way. So I lift up, shift a little bit to the left. Take the left knee over to the right. My right ankle is gently guiding that knee down. Of course, if that was too much, you could just have your foot on the floor. Do what feels good in your body. And taking my gaze gently over to the left as I feel this nice stretch along the side over here. Feels really nice. Breathe. And then inhale, bringing it back. Left ankle over the right knee, pulling in or staying here. Breathing, inhale and exhale. I'm guiding that knee open, shoulders are down. No neck tension. It's a butt stretch. Inhale here. Let's exhale. Let the left foot come down to the right. And I'm changing my gaze to the left. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Each exhalation takes you a little deeper. Inhale, letting the legs come up, shifting my hips a little to the right as my right knee goes down to the left. And I'm using this left ankle to really kind of just put a little weight there. So I get this nice stretch in this side here. And I'm going to take my gaze to the right. Of course, your foot could be down. Do what feels good in your body. And then inhale, letting everything come back. Let's go ahead and see if you can find this happy baby. You could even be holding on here, just rocking, noticing what's going on. And then let's just release into total peace. Let your body release, no tension. And let your mind be at peace as you stay in this Shavasana. Just stay as long as you like. Pause the video if you'd like, but I'm going to go ahead and take us out. So just become aware of your breath without changing anything. Start to slowly move fingers and toes. And then you can slowly start to bend the knees. Pull the knees up into the chest. And then roll over to your side. Pause in your fetal position. Be in peace. And slowly making your way up to seated. And once you're seated, find a nice position where you feel balanced and you feel at ease. And just take a moment to notice the peace, the stillness, the balance that you find from this practice, and exude it in everything you do. Namaste.